They dive to grab all the latest sports stories. They challenge coaches head on and don't let any leads get by. Connor Driscoll. Jordan Iserson. And Drew Bonadelli. This is Poly Sports Insider.
Coming at you from the Cal Poly Studio 300 in San Luis Obispo, this is Poly Sports Insider with today's hosts, Drew Bonadelli and Jordan Iserson.
Hello and welcome to the first edition of PSI, Poly Sports Insider. I'm Drew Bonadelli.
And I'm Jordan Iserson. This show will focus on the Cal Poly and San Luis Obispo sporting communities over the next quarter. We'll talk to players and coaches and keep you up to date with the latest sporting news. Our in-depth coverage will go beyond the highlights as we'll bring you the real stories. Also, we will show off our own knowledge and expertise. We'll debate the hot topics in the sporting world, give you advice on your fantasy teams, and help you become a better sports fan.
Buck Buchanan Award winner Kyle Shotwell did not get picked in this year's draft, but still will have the chance to play professional football. The Oakland Raiders signed him as a free agent after the draft. Shotwell will be fighting for a spot on the roster in the upcoming minicamp. PSI has the exclusive interview with Kyle on his future with the Raiders.
Well, my first goal was to find my niche on the team, whether that's as a backup linebacker and a real good special teams performer. I want to make my mark somehow and earn my way into a starting role and have a long career in the NFL and become one of the best. I would like to be in the Pro Bowl, and I'd like to do all that stuff, but you got to take it one step at a time. And it's exciting, man. The tradition that the Raiders have is really cool, and the fan base is pretty amazing. And it's fun to be welcomed into that community. And, I look forward to making some memories and hopefully, helping the Raiders turn things around from kind of how it's been these last couple of years and, to help them regain the status they had as one of the, top teams in the NFL.
Shotwell's teammate Courtney Brown was the only Mustang to get drafted. The Dallas Cowboys picked up the cornerback in the 7th round. Everybody knows Jackie Robinson is one of the most important men in sports history. But as Jackie is being celebrated this year, a negative trend in baseball threatens his breakthrough.
People who saw Jackie Robinson play will still tell you he's the most exciting player they ever saw on the field.
Few can doubt Jackie's playing ability or his impact on American civil rights. What may be in doubt, however, is the future of diversity in baseball.
The number of African Americans in the major leagues today has dropped to a historic low.
Many baseball writers and social commentators share Tigill's concern. Only 8% of the players in the big leagues today are African American, compared to nearly 30% in the 70s.
This is a real concern because it's almost a reversal of the Jackie Robinson legacy.
In a sport where the top 2 home run hitters of all time are Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds, this is a gloomy trend indeed.
Every week we're going to have a pressure point segment where we're going to have our hosts discuss some major topics in the sporting world. Today we're going to be discussing aluminum bats and whether athletes should be paid. Let's go to the anchor desk and hear Drew Bonadelli and Jordan Iserson debate the topics.
It's as simple as this, Jordan. The aluminum bat, it's a nuisance on the ears. It sounds like there's robots out there on the diamond.
Drew, it's not about what it sounds like. It's about the product on the field. And college baseball is more exciting with aluminum bats.
Aluminum gives the hitters an unfair advantage, though. I mean, you got a pitcher going in there, he's got to bring the fastball inside. He's got to be able to saw off hitters. You throw a fastball in the inside corner, it's going to shatter a bat. You get metal in there, there's guys muscling it for little Texas leaguers. That ain't fair.
Well, you know what? It makes the pitchers that much better, and they're that much more ready for the big leagues when the draft comes around. Chicks dig the long ball, Drew, and aluminum bats are more exciting in the game of college baseball.
Have you ever heard the crack of a nice wooden bat on cowhide? There's nothing like that.
Why are you going back to the sounds? The only issue is the product on the field, and that's why aluminum bats are better. It's as simple as this. If it's not broke, don't fix it. College baseball is fine with aluminum bats, and that's all that matters.
Well, should we bring up the danger factor of your little metal sticks that you play with? There's been a couple of deaths both in college and the high school game with bats. 60 feet 6 inches, that's not very far. You take a line shot right back at the box, pitcher, shot to the Adam's apple, they're out.
Even with a wooden bat, that could happen. And the injury would be just as devastating. Maybe a little bit more with an aluminum bat, but how often do you see a pitcher go down getting hit in the throat?
Oh, it happens more often than you think, but when it comes down to it, since you don't like the audio of the sound it makes, just look at the texture and smoothness of this sweet piece of wood right here. You're in the on-deck circle swinging it around, you're getting ready for the game. It's baseball as it's meant to be played.
Exactly, in the major leagues. I have no problem with wooden bats in the major leagues. Kids grow up using aluminum bats, and they shouldn't have to switch in college. They have all the minor leagues to worry about switching bats.
If I could carry around this stick wherever I go, I would do it. But score that one up for me there, wooden bats.
The guys on campus who do love the ping head down to Long Beach this weekend to battle for Big West supremacy. Coming off a sweep of Fresno State, the Mustang baseball team now enters its biggest test of the season, a road trip to face the first-place Dirtbags, followed by rival Fullerton at home in 2 weeks. Cal Poly sits just a half game back of first place with less than a month to go. Junior outfielder Grant Desmay and sophomore pitcher Thomas Eager have been added to National Player of the Year watch lists.